Have you ever looked at an ancient Roman scene, all those crumbling walls, arches and warm golden light, and thought, I could never paint something like that? If you are new to oil painting for beginners, architecture can feel like the hardest place to start. All those proportions, all those layers of history in the stonework. But in this oil painting tutorial I want to show you step by step that it's actually shockingly easy when you know the right tools and techniques. You can use a mini Wi-Fi projector to cast your reference directly on your canvas, so your charcoal sketch is done in minutes. No drawing skill needed. Blue masking tape to protect your light areas while we build the darks. A palette knife for those textured stone molds, fast, confident and surprisingly forgiving. And crumpled kitchen paper to shape the sky almost by itself. No complicated oil painting techniques, just the right approach for beginners. Gently, stick around. Okay, I start with the titanium white because it's easy to blend to other colors. So I just put the titanium white and then I start put some Indian yellow, because blue colors, and it's got a bit of a ultramarine violet as well on that. This is cobalt blue with a little light dark color on the top. And then it's gonna blend, I'm gonna blend them with my blending brush. So we try to keep it very thin layer of the paint, and then we gonna start blending it with our lighter colors together. Okay, and now we got the base color applied on our stretched canvas. So we start from the bottom where our lighter colors are, just blending and first gently, and then eventually we're gonna go upwards. Okay, now we have to be careful when we start blending the top part of it. We're gonna go gently, we're gonna go upwards, just to try to get a little bit more lighter colors. And again, make sure your brush is nice and clean again, your blending brush. So again, we're gonna go from the light to the darker, and we'll get gently we get them blended together. Make it a little more lighter towards the sky, because we got that titanium white where we put it just works together. Otherwise it's gonna go all green if you're using put the yellow towards the blue. So it's very important thing to know. Otherwise you're gonna have a green sky. Blending brush, nice and clean. So we start blending that together right in the yellow, Indian yellow, a little bit more further up. Using your soft brush, make it a little bit more better. I'm just gonna add a little bit more Indian yellow, but in the middle, down here somewhere. I'm just gonna do my paper towel trick, just to give a bit of a couple marks for the clouds or effects, just very lightly, nothing too much. And then we blend it. I just want to add a little bit, some structure here as well. Very easily, you can do it with your palette knife. Just add a little bit color and then you drag it on like that. So I just need that little bit something there, that it's not too plain. You can using my paper towel technique, just to tap again, just to give that organic look, not the brush look. And just to blend in it lightly and then we are finished for now. I just got a little bit leftover paint. I just gonna, whatever is left, I just put them on the bottom and we can always tweak it. Okay, we start building up those, blocking up these buildings with color using the straight bowl as well. These are easy to make. You just get the broomstick and get a little piece of timber on the top of it, and then you can hold it on the straight, make it straight lines, even on sideways as well. And using just a flat brush to blocking those colors on the buildings first. All right, let's do it. About the colors, I have a reference photos. Obviously, I try to get very close to the color what the photo shows. It's not so important. You can make it pink or whatever colors you like, because it is your painting, and we are not making exactly what the photo is. We just follow the lines, the charcoal lines, the sketch what we have created. And I sometimes had some of the houses and buildings myself, and it just makes your painting more interesting because there's some surprises along the way, and the colors doesn't have to be exactly the same. Okay, I'm gonna use the blue masking tape for the straight line for that bridge. I'm just using an angle brush to get that first line on the top there. And then I like to use my larger palette knife to apply a little bit more paint so I can spread it with my brush easier. I'm just gonna use my little bit larger flat brush. It's all about blocking your sketch just to get a little bit more quicker result, and then we finalize to the final detailing when the paint is nice and dry. Right, at least we got that straight line now, and we can take that tape out, and then we just block these bridge curves here as well. Instead, to show you how to paint all these buildings on this city landscape, the color mixing can be very, very simple. You just, the main color what you're mixing is the titanium white and a little bit color of that yellow ochre or some of the orange colors as well. So just color mixing doesn't have to be difficult because all the colors are really already mixed in your tube. Only what you need to lighten up with the titanium white, and then that is, like I said, main color, titanium white, and then you just add whatever color you want to add on the titanium white to make it more lighter. So keep it very simple. It doesn't have to be difficult. And if you need a darker black color, for example, the burnt amber and ultramarine blue together, the same amount, you get the darker black color. And I do use a liquid original, which is a Winsor Newton medium for the oil paint, which makes the paint dry a little bit faster. And you can only use the painter's blue masking tape once the paint is completely dry. So it's step by step, layer by layer. You just do as much you can in one day, and then you just let it dry for a couple of days, and then you do the next step. So it's a step-by-step process. I remember one artist said to me that I'm a very speedy painter, but what's the hurry? Just enjoy the journey with your painting, and sometimes you'll see something will need to be fixed. If you are interested, get into the more deeper on my techniques, and it's just a very casual channel supporter explorer, and I got some videos there. You can explore as well. Some of the very simple techniques like using the cotton stick just to get those tiny little round details like a clock or windows like in this case. And using a blue masking tape works really well on this. Especially if you got a shaky hand, I sometimes got too much coffee and my hands just not very stable. So masking tape is your friend, but make sure that your painting is totally dry first before you using the masking tape technique. And simple as that, you get those nice sharp lines around those windows. It's always challenging to do all those details. I find myself as well. And there is so much what you can do with brushes, and they do a lot of details as well. But I like find different things in my household equipments or pipes. Like in this case, I found this little tube, and I just tip it on paint and just tap it on my canvas, and I get a nice and round shape, and finish all the details with my cotton wool stick. And in this Roman cityscape, I found that there was a lot of these statues, what I needed to do as well. And this particular statue, I was using just a palette knife to get a little bit more texture, and it worked really well. And because it is oil paint, so you don't have to do the very, very tiny details. As long as it's after 2 meters back to watching it, that there is something what looks like a tattoo. So using a combination of the wooden ball to get the nice and straight lines, and the painter's blue masking tape as well, which is very good combination to control your lines very straight. And if you have a look at my painting, it's still wonky here and there, and I like that kind of look on the painting because you can see it's painted by hand somebody. So I do like that sort of look a little bit more better than the photo look. Even the old masters painting, if you have a look really close, it doesn't make any sense. So if you step back a couple meters, and then it start making sense. So it's all about the colors and shapes and the value of the paint as well. I like to keep my workflow very simple. Like you can see once in a while I keep holding even the ruler just to get those straight lines, just to speed up my workflow. And like you can see, I'm just giving a little bit more color on that old Roman wall. And sometimes I using the blending a little bit with my crumpled paper towel as well, just to get those tiny details there. And my favorite technique to do those tree foliage. So make sure that your painting is nice and totally dry when you do this, because otherwise it's gonna mix up all those colors. So it's easier to do all those tree foliage now. So this painting is pretty much like a jigsaw puzzle. You just add the shapes first, and then you add more shapes on the top, and then more detailing. So it's basically you just put more bulkier at first, pop colors, and then you put a little bit more detailed colors, medium detail, and then go to fine detailing. So it's important with the oil painting, you gotta do it step by step oil painting, and when you know how to do it and when to do it, it just makes it more easier, and it's just a little bit more patient. Obviously, you have to have than acrylic painting. If you enjoyed my painting video this time, just subscribe if you haven't already done, and just press the like and bell button that you can get the notified the next video. And next one gonna be probably the landscape. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye now.